What's going on? It's your boy Homicide KTC, and today we gotta talk about this sick fuck David. Most people already know who he is and the case with him, but to those who don't know, basically he's a singer who came up off of Fortnite edits with his song in it, but that's not important. What is important is what he's currently being locked up for. But a quick rundown for those who don't know, this guy was in a romantic relationship with a 15-year-old girl, and she went missing, and somehow the police found her body in the back of David's impounded Tesla. And that all happened while he was on tour. Now he's currently being held in prison. By the way, when he got arrested, the police confiscated his phone. They found 40 terabytes of CP on his phone. Not 40 gigabytes, terabytes. Like, imagine that. That's 40,000 gigabytes of child porn. Bro, how do you even got that much on your phone? My thing is, bro, this nigga got 40 terabytes of that shit on his phone. Like, the fact he had to get 40 terabytes means that this nigga was downloading so much child porn that he ran out of space and had to get more fucking gigabytes so he can get more child porn on his phone. Like, bro, stop. Yo, son, I'm fucking crying. Also, the fact this nigga really chose to plead not guilty to this case, he's really delusional enough to think he's gonna beat this case. This gonna sound weird, but just hear me out. If I was a child predator like David here, if I knew I had CP on my phone, nigga, I promise you, I would turn up dead before the police slapped the cuffs on me. David gotta be one of the dumbest niggas of all time for a multitude of reasons. He chose to get into a relationship with a 15-year-old as a grown-ass man, and it's so stupid, especially because this nigga was famous. He could have been sleeping with some fine-ass grown bitches, but no, this nigga want to lay up in the bed with a minor. And not only did he do that, but he's got the fucking nerve to not only just sleep with her, but to kill her too. My god, bro, actually fuck this dude and anybody who is willing to defend his actions. This nigga is a despicable human being and a fucking deplorable person. Like, deadass, I'm hoping he gets the maximum sentence a person can get for a crime of this stature. David is truly a sick and twisted individual. This dude has a song called Romantic Homicide where he alludes to killing this little girl. In the lyrics, he says verbatim, "In the back of my mind, you died." You mean in the back of your car, you sick bastard. God, what a scumbag. And honestly, I'm glad I never listened to this guy. I couldn't imagine him being one of my favorite artists, and he does this shit. I didn't even know it was him who sang that one song from Invincible, Feel It. That's what the inmates are gonna be doing to his butt cheeks. I don't think I could separate the art from the artist. I don't know a lot, but I do know if the inmates don't know what he's done yet, he's got a good 12 hours before they find out and he gets turned into the prison fleshlight. David better count his fucking days, because man, when the prisoners want to get their free gone, he's gonna be first up in line to be getting his booty hole torn up. Especially since he's like 5'4", the prisoner's gonna be cracking his shit from sun up to sundown, no consent. David gonna be terrified the moment he hears,
"You hang up that computer call, come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical."
More and more news has been coming out about David at the time of me making this video. This dude apparently cut up Celeste's body with a chainsaw that he ordered on Amazon. This dumbass nigga ordered two for whatever reason, and he ordered a shovel which he didn't even end up using. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude, man? For real, once the inmates get a hold of this information, sleeping is not an option. He's gonna have to be awake 24/7, 365. He cannot afford to get a moment's worth of sleep, because there's a strong possibility he's gonna be waking up with somebody digging in him, and he's not gonna know what's happening, and he can't do anything besides just taking it like a good boy. David better hope none of those prisoners like Dragon Ball, because I promise you he's gonna be getting dragon fisted. I'm not even trying no more, bro. The jokes write themselves. This nigga David is deranged, yo. It's a shame that this nigga is even black, because most black people aren't like this. It's just this nigga. We should have assumed something was wrong with him the moment we spotted his ass wearing Hello Kitty merch, the brand associated with the crazy bitches. Before he gets sentenced to possibly death, I think what needs to happen is he has to get his skin bleached to the point where he looks indistinguishable from a Caucasian man, but he'll still look like a freak because of all of his black features. Niggas like David are not a proper representation of the black community. Like, for real. He's a real deal psycho. David better hope they don't throw him into general population, because I promise, if they do, those inmates gonna show him the true meaning of prison rape. No cap, they finna turn David into the cell block cum dumpster.
That nigga is going to be getting the shaboing boing barrage.
Bro, if any of those prisoners get out within the next 20 to 30 years, they gonna be talking and reminiscing about how they took David's virginity. When David inevitably dies in prison, they should take his brain and examine it to see what exactly made him into the child rapist murderer that he is. Child rapist murderer. Just think about those words for a minute.
Not only are those words true about him,
but they are also accurate words to describe this degenerate.
that nigga better start practicing Tom Dubois' anal rape prevention techniques.
The booty is mine. It belongs to me. You cannot take my booty.
But even then, I don't think those techniques are gonna save him from getting his asshole torn open. David better not be trying to act tough in that prison. If one of those prisoners start asking for his cornbread, best believe David's gonna be giving them that cornbread. I would just like to say this before David's inevitable demise. His ass is not gonna be resting in peace. His ass is gonna be resting on penis. And he's got nobody to blame but himself. If I was David right now, I wouldn't be trying to think about my legacy. I wouldn't be trying to think about beating this case. I'm thinking about self-deletion, because that's the only way he's gonna be able to escape what gets done to his ass cheeks. You know, he's not gonna be able to join no prison gangs, because last time I checked, there's no child rapist murderer gang in them prisons. You know, I think that might just be an exclusive one where David's the only member. He put himself into a situation, not only is he locked up in a penitentiary with a whole bunch of other men, but a whole bunch of other men who hate people like him. Guys, I'm sorry, I've been working on this video and I keep finding out more information about David. When David got arrested and they looked through his phone, I forgot to mention, they found texts with David talking to Celeste about getting an abortion. And this was when he was 18 and Celeste was 13. So this nigga was out here nutting in 13-year-old girls.
Hang that nigga now! I got the rope right here!
This is disgusting, man. I'm sorry. Like, I've been making all these jokes so far, but this dude is a fucking disgusting, fucking vile, sick, absolutely utter disgrace of a human. On some real shit, lock him under the jail, bro. Like, that nigga is not making it to see the pearly gates. The moment David is dead, his soul is getting dragged straight down to hell. He's not gonna float up a little bit. No, he's going straight down. I think the worst part is, if that nigga gets thrown into general population, the prison guards already know what he did. So, you know, once the prisoners get a hold of this information, the prison guards ain't gonna want to help out David. You know what I'm saying? They probably just gonna disappear all of a sudden. The cameras are gonna be shut off and inexplicable things are gonna be happening to David. I'm telling y'all, if David ends up in general population, he's gonna have to start moving real tactical. For one, he's gonna need to have his cheeks clenched at all times. Two, he cannot afford to drop the soap. He better be holding on to that soap. That soap is gonna be his lifeline. If that soap were to hit the ground for any reason whatsoever, it's game over for his anus. The prisoner is gonna be having a hell of a time, but David gonna be in that motherfucker like... David is gonna be living in fear while he's in that prison. That nigga is gonna be sweating bullets if he hears one of the inmates say,
I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
You know what's fucked up? There are still gonna be some people who are gonna be listening to his music. Even though his music is not good enough to excuse what he's done, he's probably still gonna be getting those millions of streams every month. You know what I'm saying? David is not only an absolute fucking psychopath, but a truly irredeemable piece of shit. And when he goes to court and tries to fight this case, he gonna be pleading to the judge like,
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
David might as well just pack it up, like for real. That nigga's gonna be getting a meat mountain, no Arby's. So yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K this year. So, you know, it don't cost nothing to subscribe, man. Please, man. I'm trying to make it out the hood, trying to make it out the trenches. You feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Y'all stay safe.